Geobyte.
Hi students, welcome to the third video. In this video, let us discuss some simple problems for the concepts what we have discussed in the previous two videos. The very first problem, look at the very first problem given like this. An elastic rod 25 mm. Elastic rod 25 mm means diameter is 25 mm. In diameter 200 mm long. This is the 200 mm length. Extends by 0.25 mm. That means change in length is given 0.25 mm under a tensile load of 40 kilonewtons. 40 kilonewtons. So you are asked to decide the intensity of stress, the strain, and the elastic modulus for the material of the rod which is given in the problem. So for that, let us write the given data first. It is better to write the given data first. Given data. Given data writing is very important. So the given data is an elastic rod 25 mm diameter. Diameter of the elastic rod, dia of rod denoted by D equal to 25 mm, and length of the rod, length of rod denoted by L equal to 200 millimeters. Extends by 0.25 mm, that means change in length or increase in length denoted by delta L is equal to 0.25 millimeters. Under a tensile load may be denoted by P is equal to, tensile load is given 40 kilonewtons. 40 kilonewtons. It is equal to 40,000 newtons because 1 kilonewton is equal to 1000 newtons. 1000 newtons. 1 meter is also equal to 1000 mm, or 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters. You are asked to decide the intensity of stress. To find, right, like this, writing the data is very important. To find the first one, intensity of stress. Intensity of stress. Intensity of stress. Intensity of stress bracket sigma equal to how much? The strain in the rod, that may be denoted by small e, equal to how much? Strain in the rod is how much? Our elastic modulus means Young's modulus. Young's modulus denoted by capital E is how much? Now, first let us take the stress. You know, stress equal to, write like this, solution. Better to change the marker for your easy understanding. Let me take another pen. Solution. This is how the problem to be done or problems to be solved. The stress, intensity of stress. Intensity of stress denoted by sigma is equal to load by area. Intensity of stress equal load by area. Load is denoted by P, area denoted by A. P is known. P is given in the problem. The load which is given is 40,000. Area to be found. Area of cross section. Area of cross section may be capital A equal to, it is a circular body. For a circular body, pi by 4 into pi by 4 into d square. D square. It is equal to pi by 4 into, look at the diameter. Diameter given is 25 mm. Diameter is 25 whole square. 25 whole square. Simplify this value for getting 490.87. 490.87 units are mm square, millimeter square. So the stress equal to load. Load given is, look at the value, load 40,000 newtons. Load is 40,000. 40,000 divided by area 490.87. Simplify this value to get 81.49 units is, what is the unit for the stress, my dear students? Load is in Newton, area we took in mm square, therefore Newton per mm square is the unit of stress. So stress sigma equal to 81.49 Newton per mm square. That is the answer for the first point, intensity of stress. Now come to the strain. Strain in the rod. Strain equal to how much? Young's modulus. Young's modulus is not given, right? Young's modulus is to be found. So 1 minute. Strain equal to change in length by strain small e equal to change in length by original length. Look at the change in length. Change in length is given 0.25. Change in length is given 0.25 mm. Original length is 200 mm. 0.25 by 0.25 divided by 200 mm. So the value, simplify this value for getting 0.00125. Since it is a strain has no units. It has no units. But in the exam, you need not to write this no units like this, right? For your understanding only, I have written, right? But in the exam, you need not to write. Now come to the Young's modulus. Young's modulus. Young's modulus E is the ratio between the stress and strain. Is the ratio between the stress and strain. The stress what we got is 81.49. 81.49. 81.49 divided by strain is 0.00125. Simplify this value for getting 6565192 Newton per millimeter square. That is the Young's modulus value. That is how you need to solve the problem. I hope you have understood the solution for that particular problem. Now let us go for the second problem. Right. Look at the second problem. All of you try to read the second problem very carefully. Problem is given like this. Problem is a timber specimen of square cross section 50 mm into 50 mm. The previous problem is for circular rod. It is for a square cross section 200 mm long. That means, let me write the given data. Given data. The breadth is 50 mm, depth also 50 mm. Breadth of the square section. Breadth of the timber bar. Timber. Breadth of the timber may be marked by B 50 mm. Depth of the timber. Depth of the timber. Depth of the timber may be denoted by D, also equal to 50 mm. Square section is having equal sides. Length of the timber. Length of timber denoted by L equal to 200 mm. 200 mm. It is shortened by 0.3 mm. Shortened by 0.3 mm means it is contracted under the influence of compressive load. The previous problem with the tensile load, this problem with compressive load. So anyhow, change in length. Because of the compressive load, definitely the body is contracting. The change in length. Change in length. Change in length of timber due to compressive load. Delta L equal to given, look at the value 0.3 mm. Under a compressive load acts on the timber. Compressive load on timber. P equal to compressive load P equal to 40 kilonewtons. It is equal to 40,000 Newton, because 1 kilonewton equal to 1000 newtons. You are asked to determine the modulus of elasticity. That means Young's modulus. Young's modulus. Capital E equal to how much? Here, change in length delta L equal to change in length. Change in length delta L equal to PL by AE. Your area, since it is square cross section, breadth multiplied by depth equal to 50 into 50. The units are mm square. Mm square. Now from this, Young's modulus E equal to, therefore Young's modulus capital E equal to PL by A into delta L. It is equal to P is given 40,000 kilonewton divided by length. Length of the bar is 200 mm. 200 divided by A, 50 into 50, multiplied by change in length 0.3. Change in length is given, change in length 0.3, correct, absolutely correct. So you simplify this value for getting the Young's modulus value 0.1067 into 10 raised to 10 power 5 Newton per millimeter square. So that is the solution. I hope all of you understood, my dear students. Let us go for the next problem. Right, look at the third problem. It is given like this: a cast iron column is in the form of a tube with internal diameter 150 mm. What should be the minimum external diameter so that it may carry a load of 2 meganewtons without the stress exceeding 95 Newton per mm square? For this, let us write the given data. It is given for the cast iron column with circular cross section. It is like this. This may be the circular tube. This may be the circular tube. Circular tube of internal diameter D is given. Internal diameter D, internal diameter D is given 150 mm. 150 mm. As you know, this is the external diameter, capital D. So you are asked to decide external diameter. Capital D is how much? For the load carrying capacity 2 meganewtons. External load is P, 2 meganewtons. You know, 1 kilonewton is equal to 10 power 3 newtons. Similarly, 1 meganewton equal to 10 raised to 6 newtons. So it can be written as 2 into 10 power 6 newtons. Should be very careful with the units. Without the stress exceeding means the stress limit is given. Stress limit, safe stress limit is sigma 95 Newton per millimeter square. Now let us solve the problem. You have to find the external diameter. Solution. You know, we know that the stress sigma equal to load by area. From this, first let us decide the area. Area equal to load by stress. So load is given load is 2 into 10 raised 6 in newtons. Stress is 95. Stress is 95. Simplify this value for getting the area 2.105 into 10 raised 4 Newton per millimeter square. Simplify this value. But area equal to area of a tube capital A equal to pi by 4 into capital D square minus small d square, where small d be the internal diameter, capital D be the external diameter. From this you are asked to decide capital D, that is external diameter. From that I can write that capital D square minus small d square equal to 4 times the area divided by pi. From that you can write d square equal to 4a by pi plus small d square. You put all these values. 4a, 4 into area you got is 2.105 into 10 raised to 4 divided by pi. These into pi plus d square. Small d means internal diameter given is 150 mm. Oh, there is a printing mistake. This is not 15, 150 mm. That is printing mistake. So 150 square, that is the square of the outer diameter. Therefore outer diameter equal to root over 4 into 2.105 into 10 raised 4 divided by pi plus 150 square. You simplify this value for getting 2 approximately. It may not be exact value, 222 millimeters. For the third problem. I hope all of you understood. Now let us go for the next problem. Look at the fourth problem. The length of aluminum rod, diameter of 10 mm, diameter of the rod is given 10 mm and 400 mm long, increases to 400.15 mm. That means 400 mm is the original length, 400.15 mm is the final length. When subjected to a tensile force of 2 kilonewtons, the tensile force is given. Because of that only, look at the length is increasing from 400 mm to 400.15, that is by tensile load only. Find the stress in the bar and the value of Young's modulus E. Sorry. So let me write the given data. The length of aluminum rod, diameter of aluminum rod D equal to 10 mm. 400 mm is the original length. Original length means initial length. Original length of aluminum rod, that is Li, equal to 400 millimeters. and final length LF, final length LF equal to 400.15 millimeters. The tensile force may be marked by P equal to 2 kilonewtons. You know 1 kilonewton is equal to 1000 newtons. It is equal to 2000 newtons. Find the stress in the bar and the value of E. E means here Young's modulus. To find stress sigma equal to how much? And Young's modulus capital E equal to how much? Young's modulus capital E is how much? Now let us have the solution. First let us find the change in length. Change in length or increase in length is equal to final length minus initial length. Final length given 400.15, initial length 400. Look at the values. Final length is 400.15, initial length is 400. It is equal to 0.15 millimeters. Then area of cross section. Area of cross section of rod. A equal to pi by 4 into d square. Area of cross section pi by 4 into d square. It is equal to pi by 4 into d value. D value is diameter 10 mm. 10 square. You simplify this value for getting the area. You simplify this value for getting area around 78 point something, 74.785, 78.5 something like this mm square. That is the area. Now the stress sigma equal to load by area. Load is given. How much load it is given? 2 kilonewtons. 2 kilonewtons equal to 2000 newtons. 2000 divided by area 78.5. Simplify this value for getting it is around 25.46. 25.46. You simplify this value. Don't try to write simply the answer. Then the Young's modulus. For finding the Young's modulus, you need to find the strain. Strain equal to strain small e equal to change in length by original length. Change in length by original length. Here change in length is final length minus initial length divided by initial length. You simplify this value here. It is final length is 400.15 minus original length 400 divided by 400. That is the strain. Then Young's modulus equal to stress by strain. Therefore Young's modulus E equal to stress by strain. You have the value of stress. Stress is 25.46 Newton per mm square. 25.46. Strain is this value 400.15 minus 400. This 400 goes up. Simplify this value. For getting the value is around 67,906 Newton per mm square. That is how you can solve this problem. This is the one of the ways. Other way to find the Young's modulus is alternate method. To find the E, to find the Young's modulus E, you know delta L equal to PL by AE. Delta L equal to PL by AE. From this, Young's modulus equal to PL by A into delta L. P is, the load is 2000 newtons. I think it is 2000. Yes, 2000 newtons. 2000. Here L means original length. 400 divided by A. You got something area. You got 78.5 mm square. 78.5 mm square multiplied by change in length is 0.15. Final length minus initial length. So you are getting the answer. The Young's modulus value 67,000. This is the comma, not 0.0906. 67,906 Newton per mm square. That is how you can decide the Young's modulus in the alternate method. So that is about the fourth problem. Now let us go for the one more problem. Next problem. Let us read the problem clearly. The following data refer to a tensile test conducted on a mild steel bar. Diameter of the steel rod given 30 mm. Gauge length. Dear students, gauge length means original length. Original length is given 200 mm. Extension at a load of 100 kilonewtons. At this particular load, extension is given 0.139 mm. Load at elastic limit given 230 kilonewtons. Maximum load is given 360 kilonewtons. Total extension means total elongation given 56 mm. Diameter of the rod at the failure, that is neck diameter. This is the neck diameter. The diameter of the rod at the failure means neck diameter 22.25 mm. Calculate Young's modulus, the stress at elastic limit, the percentage elongation and the percentage reduction or percentage decrease in area. So for this given problem, let us write the given data. Given data is the original diameter 30 mm. Original diameter that initial diameter may be marked as capital D. It is the original diameter 30 mm. Gauge length. Gauge length means original length. Original length. Original length I can mark as Li, initial length. Initial length is 200 mm. 200 mm. Extension at a load of 100 kilonewtons. At P equal to 100 kilonewtons. At P equal to 100 kilonewtons, the change in length is given. Change in length is given 0.139 mm. 0.139 mm. Next, load at elastic limit. Load at elastic limit. Load at elastic limit, let that is P suffix E, given 230 kilonewtons. 230 kilonewtons can be written as 230 into 10 raised to 3 newtons. Next, maximum load, P maximum. Maximum load, P max equal to 360 kilonewtons. 360 kilonewtons equal to 360 into 10 raised to 3 newtons. Okay. The total extension means total increase in length. Total extension delta L is given 56 mm. 56 mm. Next, diameter of the rod at the failure, that is neck diameter. Neck diameter may be marked as small d, is given 22.25 mm. 22.25 millimeters. You are asked to find the Young's modulus. First, let us find the Young's modulus. Bit A, Young's modulus. Capital E equal to how much? The Young's modulus can be found like this. We know that change in length delta L equal to PL by AE. From this Young's modulus E equal to PL by A delta L. A delta L. Here area equal to pi by 4 into original diameter square. Pi by 4 into original diameter is given 30 mm. 30 square. Simplify this value for getting 706.86 Newton per millimeter square. Then Young's modulus E equal to P. You have to take the load at the elongation. So load at the elongation is 100 kilonewtons. That is 100 kilonewtons into 1000. For getting in newtons, I multiplied with 1000 multiplied by L means here original length. Original length is given 200 mm. 200 mm. 200 divided by A, 706.86 multiplied by change in length. Change in length is given 0.139. 0.139. It is equal to, you simplify this value for getting the Young's modulus. You are going to get 1 0.4147 Newton per millimeter square. That is the answer. Simplify this value. That is the Young's modulus. In 1 minute. Sorry, this is not E value. E value is 2.033355 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. That is the Young's modulus value. First bit you got it. The second bit you are asked to find the stress at 1 minute. The stress at elastic limit. So stress at elastic limit equal to load at elastic limit divided by area. B bit. Stress at elastic limit. Stress at elastic limit equal to load at elastic limit. Load at elastic limit divided by area. Area of cross section. Load at elastic limit. Let us see the load at elastic limit. Load at elastic limit is 230 into 10 power 3 newtons. 230 into 10 power 3 divided by area of cross section. This is the area 706.86. Simplify this value for getting the stress at elastic limit is 141.47 Newton per mm square. That is the second bit. Now come to the third bit. So you got the 1 minute. So you got the Young's modulus, you got it. Stress at elastic limit completed. Percentage elongation and percentage reduction in area. Percentage elongation, equal to final length minus initial length by initial length into 100. Here final length minus initial length equal to change in length divided by initial length into 100. Here change in length directly given. Change in length, 1 minute. Change in length or total elongation 56. Original length 200. So change in length is 56. Original length 200. 56 by 200. 56 by 200 into 100 for getting it in percentage. The value is approximately 28%. That is the percentage increase in length. Last bit, percentage decrease in area. Percentage decrease in area equal to initial area minus final area divided by initial area. Initial area pi by 4 into capital D square minus pi by 4 into small d square, small d with the neck diameter divided by initial area pi by 4 into d square. It can be also written as capital D square minus small d square divided by capital D square. So the initial diameter is capital D. Initial diameter 30 mm. Neck diameter is final diameter 22.5. So 30, it is equal to 30 square minus 22.25. Is it correct? Let me verify it. Yes, neck diameter 22.25, absolutely correct. So divided by divided by the square of the original diameter 30 square multiplied by 100 for getting it in percentage. It is approximately 44.99 percentage. That is about the solution for this particular problem. This is very important problem, my dear students. You try to practice this kind of problem. This is the most expected problem in the board exam. With this, I am concluding this video. In the next video, we will discuss the remaining concepts. Thank you very much.
Geobyte.